turn up the gain there, pick up a little better. Hopefully help compensate for the fact that we've been talking for 3 days.
Oh my God.
So at 20 after 3 on Sunday of PopCon 2021. We're all ready for naps. Is it happy hour yet? Apparently I missed the happy hour last night.
I heard some stories. I'm perfectly fine that I went home.
Yeah, me too. I was in bed before midnight.
I remember when I started going to cons, I actually had like my first con. I don't know if you, I'm just going to jump right in.
Yeah, go ahead.
My first con was Wizard World, Louisville.
Oh, yeah.
We had taken a bus. This is when I was on the radio station on the Smiley Show. We took a bus full of people to Louisville to go to we were all first-time con goers.
Yeah.
It was amazing. But I got invited to go to an after party it was Scott Wilson from The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah?
It was his birthday party.
Oh.
And I was in this room full of people, and I'm like, this guy nudges me. It's like, we should sing happy birthday, don't you? And that's my terrible British accent, but it was Matt Smith from
gosh.
Doctor Who. And I'm like, yeah, we should sing happy birthday. So he and I, you look at people awkwardly when it's time to start happy birthday. Like, who's starting it? I'm like, what is happening to my life? I've never been to a convention. And I'm in this weird room with Scott Wilson and Michael Rooker, and Matt Smith just told me I have to sing happy birthday, and Jason Momoa's over there. And I was like, is this con life? Because I want to do this.
A little bit.
It's mostly not that.
No.
This morning I was sitting on the floor in the bathroom of the Indiana Convention Center because the mirrors are too high for me to reach to do my makeup. So I was sitting on a bathroom floor of a convention, and the lights kept shutting off.
That's more con life. That's the way it actually is.
I'm like, this is actual con life. It's
Every
not
now
singing
and
happy birthday with a bunch of celebrities.
Yeah.
It's sitting on a bathroom floor.
Right. It is sore feet.
Yes.
Screaming lower backs,
Yeah.
sore vocal cords.
Yeah. And I'm going to eat this cheeseburger that's been sitting here for hours.
Yeah,
because-
under heat lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh yeah,
right?
me neither. Me
Back
neither.
at PopCon,
Yeah.
I'll take all the crazy comments.
I came rolling into here like I'm just gonna be chill and see people I haven't seen in a while and just kind of get back into the swing of things. And next thing you know, I've spent way more money than I intended this weekend.
I have not.
I don't regret a thing though, but
I have done
the
no
memories
shopping.
are priceless.
I'm jealous. I've done no shopping.
Yeah.
But I was the same thing. Well, you and I were talking like, when can you come to the booth? When can you come to the booth? We gotta hook up. And it was like, every time I was like, I think I'm gonna have some downtime.
Yeah.
There was no downtime.
Yeah.
So. But it's good. It's good. I love it. It's like, for people who haven't been to cons, there's just like, you get in here and it's like its own community, almost like the rest of the world is gone and you're just in this happy little world.
And everybody feeds off of everybody else and the vibe and everything. So it's like, I'm so happy to be back.
Yes, for sure.
It makes me so happy. I'm glad I don't have anything else scheduled right now until Gen Con.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I wish I could say that, but I have my TV show premieres next Friday.
Yes, I mean, as far as the pandemic goes, you have not been like stuck at home twiddling your thumbs.
No,
You've been busy.
I've been at home, but I've been very, very busy.
Very, very busy.
We figured out how to create a TV show during the pandemic, and now here we are, Paranormal Crossroad. We are premiering. We'll be local, which is awesome. I've been in Indiana half my life now. It's my home, and to have a TV show premiering on one of the local channels is just like so cool.
Yeah.
And it's Paranormal Crossroads, so having a paranormal show that's local Saturdays at midnight on Channel 23 is just, I'm stoked about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get any sleep between PopCon and the premiere because I went ahead and chose to have a premiere 1 week after PopCon.
Of course. Like all sane people.
Yes. I was like, why are we going to wait? What am I going to do after PopCon? Get the show on the air.
Exactly. So, Paranormal Crossroads. What is it that makes because I mean, there's a lot of paranormal, ghost hunting, monster hunting type shows out there. So, makes Paranormal Crossroads different?
Well, I'm going to start off by telling you that what I'm telling you is what other people have told me makes us different, because I've actually never watched a paranormal show.
Okay.
I'm just on one. Part of that is because I actually have had plenty of just like weird stuff on my own. There were spirits in my home growing up, spirits in my grandparents' house. I didn't realize it, but I actually had animals talking to me, like all the weird stuff. So I never needed to seek it out because it's just been...
Yeah, everybody's probably got at least one story of like, I heard a voice or I felt something and I was home alone. And
what's crazy about it, what I hope that we can do with Paranormal Crossroad is actually make it a little more normal, because people come up to me since I started doing this show and they do like their whisper voice, like, I got a story for you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you okay, like, I think everyone has a story. Can we use our normal voices and not be like, oh God, I'm going to tell you my
This is not some back alley thing,
like. Is anybody else listening? Because I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
So we are a complete female team. We are woman-owned, from the very top to the bottom, which is a very, very small staff. We are on screen, we are behind the cameras, we are editing, and I'm really proud of that. There's not enough women in TV and film, and in general. So it's cool to be making that. But what's really different is that because Kitsy Duncan, who is I will call her our head investigator, because I'm learning everything from her.
Mm-hmm.
She did 3 seasons of a show on Amazon Prime called Oddity Files, which you can still go back and watch. She traveled all around the world, like any place that is like the bucket list you gotta investigate. Bobby Mackey's, like all those places.
Yeah.
She did all that. And so what in this concept of what she wanted to do now is, we're going to go into people's homes, which is what we're doing. Mostly homes. We've investigated a couple of workplaces, but we investigated those places because people were scared to be at work. And so it's about helping people who are terrified to be in their own house.
Yeah.
Scared to be at work.
Yeah.
And sometimes helping people who are just really sad, grieving. They want to feel their loved ones. They want to know, like, that there's signs that they can see that the people that they're missing are with
that
them.
Connection's gone, and it's like, I want that connection.
Right.
I mean, especially now that we've been literally been cut off from each other for the last 18 months.
Yes.
So even more so, that desire for connection with another person.
Yes, and it seems interesting that coming out of the pandemic, it's almost like people are a little more open to this convergence of I'm a nerd, basic science. Energy is energy.
Yeah.
It cannot be destroyed.
Yeah.
That is science,
yeah.
right? So what do we think happens? Everything has existed and continues to exist.
Yeah.
I'm not making that stuff up. Somebody went and proved it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So how do we connect to that energy? How do we understand what else is happening other than our own reality? And we've been really, really fortunate that going in to these homes with these homeowners, that when you say, instead of come at me, bro, and demons be gone, hey, we're nice people. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to harm you. We don't want you to come home with us. We're not asking you to leave. We're asking you to share your story and tell us what you're doing here.
Yeah.
There are people here who are scared.
Yeah.
And we want them to not be scared, and we want you to not be scared.
Yeah.
Right? The way I look at it is, what are they seeing? Is our existence in our home to them invading their space?
Yeah.
Because if someone just walked into your house, you would be like, get out of my house.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So
Yeah.
is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
For the most part, it's actually been the family members, or we've had pets coming through, which she said didn't really happen a lot until I started hanging out with her. And
Gee, I wonder why.
Happens.
It's like you have an animal vibe about you.
I just kind of, I draw in the pets, and
She just adopted cat number 7, right? Miss
yes.
Captain Tight Pants?
yes, Mr. Malcolm. And our most recent episode, it was a cat that was doing most of the communicating. We had a music box set up that we explained to the cat, because
Yeah.
we knew his cat had passed away. We're going to put this in your bed.
Yeah.
Here's how to use it if you want to use it. We go about our business. We're still setting up. That music box starts going crazy. I'm like, we're not ready for this yet, but
Yeah.
the cat is talking.
Yeah.
So it really is about bringing people peace. We have found that in most cases, said that it's a family member, and
Yeah.
they're relieved to know. But it's been like that family member has maybe been like playing with your hair or tapping you on the shoulder, and you weren't paying attention. So now they're opening your cabinet and slamming it. And that's scary, but they're like, well, I was trying to get through to you, and you weren't paying attention.
Yeah.
So the other thing that we do then is to make sure that when we leave, that they do feel better, that there's resolution. So we'll show them how dowsing rods work. We'll show them how you can use a pendulum to check the energy in your home, to communicate with the people around you, how to meditate to open up your third eye so that you can do this, because everybody can do this.
Yeah.
It's practicing it, it's being open to it, and so if we can leave those people in a place where, yes, you heard your dad's voice come through that spirit box, how amazing was that?
Mm-hmm.
Here are some tools to help you to continue to know that he is with you.
Yeah.
And so that is what makes us different from the paranormal show that's going into the haunted places and being like, come on out, we know you're
All the
here.
jump scares and everything.
Yeah. I don't even want to do that, right?
Yeah.
Like that, to me, doesn't sound fun. I don't watch horror movies. I don't like being scared.
Yeah.
If we were doing things that were scary, I would not be on this show.
Yeah. That is understandable. Yeah, I don't like the scary stuff either.
And that's what we're hearing from so many people. And we're just blown away at like how quickly our show, I mean, we met our Kickstarter goal in 3 days.
Yeah.
You know, like there was this like outcry, like, yes, we need more people to understand that this is not scary.
Yeah.
And that there are ways for you to understand it so that you don't have to be afraid.
Right.
And so it's honestly, of everything I've ever done in radio and TV, it's a real honor to be doing something that is truly impacting people's lives.
Yeah.
And helping them have a more peaceful life.
Yeah. Yeah. So, so with that, by the time people hear this, the Kickstarter will already be over. But you guys have done an amazing,
Thank you.
amazing run as far as fundraising.
Thank you.
Obviously.
We're figuring it out.
Yeah.
I don't know, like you know how it is. When you've had your own show forever. It's like, do we do the people still want to help? Do we do the Patreon thing?
Yeah.
Do we just have a donate on our page? It's like we are self-funded. Even though the Kickstarter's done, we're still self-funded.
Yeah.
Right? And so
if
we want season 2, please don't make me do another Kickstarter. It was so much work and so much stress. But it's like trying to figure out.
The fact that you not only met your goal, but surpassed it so quickly.
Oh my God.
I mean, I'm sure there are people out there that probably just like, oh, that looks interesting, and I'll submit to. I'm sure there's probably altruistic people out there that just like go on Kickstarter and randomly are like, that looks good, I'll donate.
Yeah.
But I mean, to not only meet your goal and surpass it. What? Because you were looking for like 3,000, so more than tripled what you were looking for.
It was crazy, right? Yeah.
In that short of time,
Yes.
there must have been something,
and
that
that's like,
spoke to people and be like, yes, this is something I want to support.
Yeah, and that's
It's a good sign.
It's wonderful validation that it is something that people want.
Yeah.
Right? And for us, because what we were doing, we really felt like once we started doing some of these investigations, this was impactful. We didn't set out to make a TV show.
Yeah.
Kitsy came to my home to help me with what was going on in my house.
Okay.
And then she called me a few weeks later and said, I have someone else, and I realized I can't do this on my own. Would
Right.
you come with me? And I was like, oh my gosh, I would be honored to go with you and help somebody else feel that peace, that resolution that you get when you're like, I'm not crazy, that things are going on in my house, and it's actually someone that is trying to communicate with me. So the concept actually started out helping people, and the TV show came second. So it wasn't like, let's make a TV show, what's it going to be? It was let's help people. And now we have this platform where we can share it and hopefully help more people.
Reach out to more people.
Yeah.
That makes, that's just beautiful. That's the only thing I can think of. It's just beautiful.
I don't want to make you cry. I make everybody cry when I talk about the show. We made CJ Ramon cry at our panel when he was talking about his paranormal experiences.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh, I made one of the Ramones cry.
Yeah, well,
But you know,
put that on your resume.
Like we all want to feel like we belong. We all want to feel like what we're doing here matters.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and it's so validating and amazing when you realize that the universe is big and that we stay connected.
Yeah.
And it is. It's really, really beautiful. And it's. I never in a million years thought I would be doing this. And I'm so glad that I am.
Yeah. It's crazy when you take up something and it ends up opening these weird, amazing doors. You're like, I didn't know when I started doing like this little podcast thing that it was going to be like this 7 years later. It's just absolutely
and
absolutely nuts.
Our podcast listeners have been so supportive. I've been like, I'm sorry I'm neglecting the kind of nerdy girls and not getting an episode out every week, and they're like, we love what you're doing with the TV show. Like, we're like, it's almost like the podcast listeners that we had have become a part of this bigger community.
Yeah.
You know, and that it's so nice when you're doing a podcast that people are like, hey, I listen, or I want to support what you're doing, even if it's not the podcast, right?
Yeah, it's so wild coming to events like this and, you know, see the people I know and connect with them. But then every now and then you'll have somebody come up that you don't, some random stranger, and they're like, I know your show. And I'm like, somebody I don't know that's like a friend or a family member actually listens?
No,
that's crazy.
It never stops being the most amazing
I
thing.
know.
Like, if no matter what the podcast is, if you listen to someone's podcast, you need to tell them. Like, get in front of them, tweet them, send them a message, because every single time that person is like, someone listens to my show.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you listen to my podcast. Like, you literally make a podcaster's day when you reach out to tell them that you listen to their show.
It's nice to, you know, not even a face, but like a Twitter handle. Just like, you can look at the download numbers and be like, oh, you know, so many, you know, X number of people downloaded this episode, but it's just a black and white number on your computer screen. But then when you see like those tweets and the hashtags and the likes and stuff, and they're actually connected to an actual human being, and it's like, it's
my birthday month. Always tell your podcasters that you're listening. We need validation.
Yes, really, we do. We absolutely do.
And it is seriously like Christmas every time someone says, I listen to your podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Jim's wandering, Jim O'Hare.
Oh, that's awesome.
Damn it, Jerry!
Oh, man, we missed him.
Yeah, he's head off that way.
Okay. Oh, we just missed him.
Yeah.
We had him on the show yesterday.
I met him earlier. He's super nice.
Oh my gosh, he's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
Just really, really fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so glad he was here.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming to Chit Chat.
Absolutely, positively. So, you know, it's been a while since we had you on. So, and obviously you've expanded. So, remind people where they can find you.
Yes. So, everything that I do is on my website. kjontheair.com.
Yeah.
Paranormal Crossroad is on YouTube. It's and all of the social, Twitter, Facebook, all of that. Look for Paranormal X Road. You'll find us. And then the Kind of Nerdy Girls is rocking, and we do, a lot, just like Rachel does. It's women who love fandom.
Mm-hmm.
We have fun. I'm surrounded by some of the funniest people that I know, and it just happens to be a bunch of,
they're
a bunch of women.
hilarious.
Katie is my favorite.
Say something funny.
Something funny.
I said Katie is my favorite as John is sitting there, but I don't think John heard me.
You're not her favorite, apparently.
I just said Katie's.
Wow.
Do you have a comment?
Wow, as your first intern and only intern, you're gonna do me like that?
I said it to see if you were listening.
I wasn't.
You weren't listening. So, yeah.
That's why you're not the favorite. You don't listen.
I don't listen. You can ask her. I
get a
don't.
test. The only time she listens is when we have a really, you have those shows where you just get off on tangents, and I'll say to her, "Oh, Johnny, you're gonna edit this one. It's gonna be real bad."
Yeah.
She steps up and edits when it's like, this show was a hot mess.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a lot of editing. I'm gonna need you to produce.
Yeah. Have fun with it.
Yeah. But she's been with me for 6 years now, so
Wow.
I know.
I'm so sorry. No.
I know, Rachel. We've gone and got a lot of history.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, fantastic. Well, keep it up. We definitely need more women representation, not just in podcasting, but just in media in general.
Yes.
The future is female, KJ.
That's right. I said support your podcasters, but especially support your female podcasters.
Exactly.
We need more of us.
Exactly. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You have been listening to the Five-ish Fangirls podcast. You can find more episodes and information at thefivishfangirls.com. Any and all books, movies, games, and any other forms of media mentioned are owned and operated by the respective copyright holders. No copyright infringement is intended or implied. If you wish to support the show, the easiest way is to leave us a rating and review. More ratings and reviews will make it easier for others to find the show. If you wish to support us monetarily, you can do so at patreon.com/5ishfangirlspodcast. All money goes towards fees and equipment to keep the show going. For official Five-ish Fangirls merchandise, visit redbubble.com/people/5ishfangirls. We love hearing from our listeners and encourage feedback. You can email us at fiveishfangirls@gmail.com. You can also like and follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/5ishfangirls. Thank you so much for listening, and may the Squee be with you.